The future is ours to build. Surmounting the risks and the fears of some may be difficult, but I'm convinced the challenge is worth it. The greatest victories come when people dare to be great, when they summon their spirits to brave the unknown and go forward together to reach a greater good.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and welcome to this month's Live From at the Reagan Library. Remember, we do these on the first Wednesday of every month. So sadly, the Reagan Library is still closed to the public due to the coronavirus pandemic. However, yesterday we got great news. Yesterday, Ventura County, which is the county that the library sits in, was moved into California's tiering system from purple to red. And once you become red, you are allowed to reopen indoor museums at 25% capacity. So we're not opening today, we're not opening tomorrow, but we're super close. We just have a few hurdles to get through, and we really hope that within the next month or so, we're able to reopen our doors. We're super excited. And in anticipation of reopening our doors, we thought we would spend today's Live From sharing with you the policies and procedures and systems we have put in place to ensure your safety when you do return. Your safety, your health is our #1 priority. So as such, as I just said, we're going to talk about the new systems that we have put in place to ensure your safety when you return. Now, it's important to note that we don't know the actual reopening date of the Presidential Library yet. As soon as we have that date, we're going to post it on our homepage at reaganlibrary.com. And I want to say that between what I talk about today and the library reopening in around a month, if any of the local or state guidelines change for health purposes, we will make those changes within the museum itself. So we really recommend you just keep checking our website, reaganlibrary.com, really easy. And as soon as we have an opening date, we'll put that date on our homepage. And also on our homepage, we will list all of the policies and procedures that we have put in place to ensure your safety and our staff safety. So let's get to it. One of President Reagan's favorite sayings was trust but verify. We thought that was a really fun and poignant way to talk about social distancing. So here at the library, we have placed these trust but verify social distancing stickers throughout our campus. You want to trust that the people around you are healthy and safe, but you still want to verify, so you want to stay 6 feet away. You will find these stickers anywhere there might be a line or people congestion. So out in the courtyard while you're waiting to come into the lobby, in the lobby while you're waiting to come up to the admissions desk, anywhere there's a cash wrap, so in the cafe or in our museum store, at the entrance while you're waiting to get inside Air Force One, and again, anywhere there's crowded spaces on our property. Now, as I mentioned a bit ago, when we reopen in the red tier, we have to stay limited to 25% capacity. And we're going to be doing that by selling time tickets on our website in 15-minute increments and only at that 25% capacity. So it's really, really important you purchase your tickets in advance of your visit. Prior to COVID, about 20% of our tickets were sold online, 80% were sold right here in the lobby. But when we reopen, 100% of tickets have to be purchased in advance. It's really easy. You just go to reaganlibrary.com/tickets, you pick your date. Sorry, there's a fly buzzing around me. You pick your date, you pick your the time you want to come, and we don't charge any surcharges. We don't charge any fees. It's the exact same price as if you bought it here in the lobby. That ensures social distancing of pulsing of every 15-minute increments. It ensures we're staying at that 25% capacity, and then it's one less touch point between our guests and our staff. So again, really easy, reaganlibrary.com/tickets. And as soon as we have a reopening date, that ticketing engine will reopen. Now, like everywhere you go, once you have those tickets, you need to redeem them. You're in our lobby, and you're going to see these plexiglass glass panes. Again, you see these everywhere you go, in the grocery store, in the stores, and anywhere. And here on the Reagan Library campus, you will find them anywhere, really, where there's staff and guest interaction for the protection of both staff and the guests. So they're here in our lobby, they're in our museum store, they're in our cafe, they're at the information and security desk in the Air Force One pavilion. Again, just one more step to keep everyone healthy and safe. Now, masks. Of course, you are now very used to wearing masks. You wear them everywhere, so we are no different. However, I just wanted to let you know we're going to be very stringent in our mask rules. Here at the Reagan Library, when you come visit us, we are going to enforce that the masks cover your chin, your mouth, and your nose, and that they secure either behind your ears or behind your head. As such, something like a bandana or a neck gaiter actually wouldn't qualify as an approved mask. If you want to wear a face shield, you are more than welcome to, but it has to be over a mask that secures behind your ears or behind your head. Now, what happens if you come to the Reagan Library campus and you've forgotten your mask? You simply call our store. We are, of course, selling them in our store. Everyone's selling them because you can't actually walk onto the campus. You can't walk into the lobby. You can't tour the galleries without wearing a mask. And our masks secure behind the ears. You don't have to buy one of our masks. You're welcome to go back down the bottom of the hill and purchase one somewhere else. Or if you live close by, go back to your house and pick it up. But it is mandatory to wear a mask here at the Reagan Library. Our store is also selling branded hand sanitizers. And then something else they're selling, which is really fun, are these germ utility tools. You probably can't see it from where you are, but it's got Ronald Reagan's signature on it. I have one of these. If you don't, you've got to get one. They allow you to open up doors without actually touching a handle. They also allow you to use touch pins, keypads, ATM machines, market cash machines, without actually touching the buttons that someone else has touched. So just something else that's sort of fun to buy in our store, COVID related, that we wanted to tell you about. Things that we're selling, hand sanitizers. We also have over 20 commercial grade hand sanitizers. I'll use one right now throughout the entire campus. In fact, there's 3 here in the lobby. They're everywhere that we have high touch points. They're by the restrooms, they're by doors, they're by any of our interactives. Again, just trying to keep you healthy, trying to keep you safe. We also have restrooms across the campus where, of course, you can wash your hands. We are doing a lot of other things too. So I just mentioned interactives. Pre-COVID, you'd walk through any museum, any gallery, any cultural institution, you'd happily push any button that came across your path. We're trying to make it easier for you not to have to do that. Of course, if you have a germ utility tool, you could push the button with one of those. But for example, the buttons are near all of the audio spots. So if there's a speech of Ronald Reagan or a radio address of Ronald Reagan, there's normally a button you would push and you would download that speech and be able to listen to it. Well, now next to each of those, there's a QR code. So if you have a smartphone, all you have to do is take a photo of that QR code with your phone, and you can download that radio address, that speech right there on your phone without ever having to push a button within the museum. We are also protecting you for our audio tours. We will still be renting our audio tours. I highly recommend it. It's 50 stops, completely done in the voices of President and Mrs. Reagan. It's such a great way to enhance your visitor experience here. And they are wands that almost look like TV remotes that normally you would hold, and you'd hold it up to your ear to listen to. So what we are doing is we have purchased single-use, individual-use plastic bags. And when you rent a wand, our staff wearing gloves will slip a wand into a plastic bag and hand it to you so that you are the only person touching that wand. And you'll listen to the audio wand through that plastic bag. When you're done and you return it to us, our staff with gloves will dispose of the bag. Even though you didn't touch the wand, they'll disinfect it anyway and then put it in a new bag for the next guest. So again, we are doing everything here that we can to ensure your safety and your health. We have removed half of the benches in all of our theater experiences to ensure social distancing. And our museum air quality and our air filtration system is actually top of the line. It's more than you need to know. It's a MERV graded system. You need to be over an 8. We're a 13. So we are ensuring that the safest and cleanest air is pumping through our museums, again, for your health and your safety. So those are just some of the things that we have done here at the Reagan Library. Again, as soon as we know the opening date, we'll post it on our website with a complete listing of everything I've talked about, as well as if anything has changed between us talking about today and the actual reopening of the Reagan Library. It's very possible that finally, next time we do this next first Wednesday of November, we actually will be live, which is just super exciting. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed on that. We'll end this podcast as we end every single podcast to remind you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to our 2 audio podcasts, A Reagan Forum and Words to Live By, which can be found on Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, of course our website, reaganfoundation.org and ricochet.com. And our 2 video podcasts that are each only a minute long. You can find them on our YouTube, youtube.com/Reagan Foundation. Monday Minute in the Archives, which is a great way, to the question earlier, to see some of those items that are down in the archives that aren't on display. And Thursday Throwback with President Reagan. Again, they're only a minute, really easy to digest, and a great way to stay connected with Ronald Reagan and his legacy. And by subscribing to our YouTube channel, every single time we have a new event, we have a new podcast, we put up a new Ronald Reagan speech, you're notified as soon as we put that up. So it's a great way to stay connected with us. So thank you so much for joining us. Stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you next time, and hopefully we'll be open. Thank you so much.
We've never been quitters, and we're not about to quit now. I hear all those voices every day that say we can't succeed. Well, if we only put our heart and courage to the test, I say we cannot fail. To those who are faint-hearted and unsure, I have this message. If you're afraid of the future, then get out of the way. Stand aside. The people of this country are ready to move again.